Hey everyone, I'm Xoonani. Welcome to my new video. Today I will fill a sketchbook spread using the Turner Acrylic Gouache. I used them 2 times or so. It's time to use them again. I will also use a limited palette. Then I will use the Arrtx colored pencils later, and I will compare the swatches in my window with the swatches in my drawer to finally check out how lightfast they are after 1 year. And if this is not enough, I also try out new brushes from Artify. They asked me if I would like to try out their new set of brushes. The Sunflowers Expert series of 15 brushes for acrylic, all watercolor and gouache painting. They come in this nice box. They added also bookmarks in here for me. These are synthetic brushes. You get the whole range of brushes here: round brushes, flat brushes, filbert, angular, bright and liner brushes. I'm really curious because I always need good brushes, and you get this handy brush roll with your brushes. 1 or 2 brushes had a little defect, but I think this will perhaps be fixed with a bit of water later. They look quite good. Let's test them with acrylic gouache. I picked a reduced palette today: Prussian blue, the primary red, the primary yellow deep, and a white. What I can say about the brushes is they are solid, nice brushes. They do what they should. If you are a beginner and need the whole range of brushes in a nice brush roll, then I can recommend them to you. Also because they are quite affordable. They could be a good start for you. I struggled with the acrylic gouache paints a bit. I have to say I'm more into normal gouache right now, but I got warm with them while painting the spread. I had to think more in acrylics than in gouache, and then it felt right and good again. The nice thing on acrylic gouache paints is that they can't be reactivated again when they are dried. The bad thing on acrylic gouache is they can't be reactivated again when they are dried. You see, I'm quite split here. It's awesome that you have paint like acrylics, but they dry in this beautiful matte finish. Acrylics always look a bit like a layer of plastic. The acrylic gouache don't. They are opaque and you can layer in a very stress-free way and correct mistakes easily. It was definitely fun to use them again. I should use them more often. This is a sentence which I say very often if I use supplies which laid in my drawer for a long time. Recently I love to create these nice scenes more and more with my little creatures, and I love how they developed over time in the last months. Sometimes I find it really refreshing to work with a limited color palette. I mean, it might not sound as exciting as juggling all sorts of colors, but it definitely has its advantages. The thing is, when I restrict myself to just a few colors, I focus much more on other aspects of my art, like shapes, textures, and contrasts. It somehow forces me to get creative, and I really like the minimalist look I can achieve with it. My pictures suddenly seem much calmer and more harmonious, and they have a special charm. And what I also like is that it helps me improve my skills. When I work with a limited color palette, I learn how to mix shades and how to get the most out of what I have. This is a good creative challenge. You should try this. I have to say that my sketchbook has become my best companion. It's just so nice to always have one with me. You can't imagine how many times it helped me when I stumbled upon a great idea somewhere or just wanted to capture my thoughts. A sketchbook is like a little home for my creativity. No matter where I am or what I'm doing, I can always just write or draw in it. And the beautiful thing is there are no expectations. I don't have to be perfect or justify myself to anyone. It's just about expressing myself and capturing my ideas. The sketchbook allows me to experiment with different media, from pencil to ink to watercolor. Everything is allowed. It's just so liberating to try something new and see where it takes me. The variety of possibilities is just incredible and helps me expand my creative range. And in the end, I have a whole archive of great ideas that can inspire me over and over again. If I ever have a creative block or just need some new ideas, I can just open my sketchbook and get inspired. It's like a treasure that you can keep uncovering. I mean, think about it. How cool is that? You can just capture your thoughts and ideas whenever you want. It's like magic. A sketchbook is your very own archive of ideas that can inspire you over and over again. If you don't have a sketchbook yet, you should really consider getting one. It's not just a book full of pictures. It's a place where your creativity can flow freely. And trust me, that's worth its weight in gold. After that painting part, I will use colored pencils for a bit more deepness and details. I will use mostly the Arrtx ones, and now is the time to check out how lightfast they are. I'm taking you with me. Here we are. This is been hanging on my window for about 1 year now. Let's have a look at the swatches. Here's the one out of my drawer. I swatched them a bit chaotically, but we will find the right colors here. Let's start here. What I can already see is that all the reds changed. The creamy tones here disappeared completely. The oranges are okay. The pink is gone. The most reds changes color or faded. Very strange is this red. It became green. I'm sorry that I haven't written all the numbers on here, but I only wanted to know how lightfast they are in general as I made this swatching card. All those rose colors are gone and the violet one looks blue now. No lightfast red pigments here. Use the reds only in your sketchbooks, I would say. Then the blues. This looks good. Look at the blues after 1 year in my window. They look almost the same. This is awesome, or they look the same. So the blues are lightfast, as we can see. The metallics also look good, and the black. The yellows seem to be okay. Only a few yellows with more red pigments. The warmer yellows faded. The browns look good, but also the warm browns with a bit of red in it changed colors. The grays are quite okay. The ochre neon colors disappeared, but this was my expectation. every time when they put more red pigments in the pencil, the color changed. The greens, most of the greens are totally fine. The violets all lost their red pigments again. And this dark one, oh, I love this. I use it all the time. It looks the same. So this was it. Don't use these pencils for commissions or for artworks you would like to hang in your rooms or for presents. Only use the blues, they are fine. I think it's really interesting. I love these Arrtx colored pencils. I use them all the time in my sketchbooks, and this is the place where they belong. Use them in your sketchbooks or use them for artworks you want to scan afterwards and make prints out of it. This is okay. I've seen in a lot of videos that artists compare them to the Prismacolor pencils, from the softness and so on. The Arrtx seemed like a good alternative, which are more affordable, but I watched a few videos here and there on YouTube where the Prismacolor pencils were tested in the light fastness and they made a really good job. So perhaps if you want colored pencils for your commissions, use Prismas or Caran d'Ache Luminance and Polychromos from Faber-Castell. They should be better for this. But if you just want to have fun with them, they are still a good choice. Like I said before, I really like them and I don't regret buying them. And it's good to know what we can expect from them. I hope this was also helpful for you. Even if my swatches were a bit chaotic, I should hang swatches from all my colored pencils and paints in the window. A bit more organized this time, of course. Now I want to know. Now I want to talk to you about something that really means a lot to me. The inner flow and the joy of painting. You know, for me, painting isn't just a hobby. It's kind of like a meditation. It is this feeling when I sit in front of my sketchbook, the pencils or the brush in my hand, and just start drawing. In that moment, it's just me, the colors and the paper, all worries and thoughts disappear, and I really get into the flow. It's almost like time stands still. And the best part is, there are no rules. I can just paint away without worrying about if it's right or wrong. It's all about expressing my thoughts and feelings without any pressure. And you know what? Sometimes the best thing happens. I discover new color combinations, experiment with different techniques, or suddenly find unexpected inspiration. It's like an adventure where I constantly surprise myself. But the best part is the joy that painting brings to me. It is this feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment when I finish a page in my sketchbook and see my ideas and emotions come to life on the paper. It's just priceless. So friends, if you ever feel like picking up a pencil, just go for it. It's not about being perfect, it's about enjoying the moment and finding your own path. Because in the end, it's all about doing what makes us happy, right? So we are almost at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the process of the sketchbook spread. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe and comment to support me and my channel. Thank you so much. You also could support me in becoming a Patreon if you like. The link is in my description. And a big thank you on this point to my Patreons. You are the best. Then have an awesome week, my friends. Stay creative. See you next time. Yours, Xoonani.